we hold and start the game. The Ole Miss team gets three, and we get a nice run by Leonard. Leonard breaks out. And we get a 15-yard penalty, and that just seemed to plague us the first half. I think we got just a number of penalties that followed big plays. I'm not the expert on those penalties right now. I will be sometime Sunday, but it'll be interesting to see how those penalties were called. I'd be hard pressed, and I'll be the first one to tell you that it was a good call if it was, but I'd be hard pressed to believe that. I'm gonna have to see it first play. I'm gonna see it when the Leonard breaks out. But that's just a kind of a short view of that day. We're out of sync. We come within one score, and if the defense can get off the field, we do great. But we get down to the goal line and have 4 plays there that really were completely out of sync. So we're not how we practice every day, certainly. So certainly this team's a talented team. We lost a couple of guys going into this one, and we lost a couple of guys coming out. So we certainly have lost some on the field chemistry, but in the same vein, we played 3 true freshmen in the offensive line, and I think some of them played pretty good. I'll look forward to watching the film and seeing their improvement and see if we can finish strong. So, questions?
Les, do you have answers? Can you tell people what went wrong? What's going wrong with the team? Do you think you have a handle on what's going on with
the team? I think I do. And I think there's any time that you put a different lineup in it's a different team. There's a different communication skill. There's a different feel of the offense, and I think we've done that. It's not just that. We the things that we do, we practice. And we practice well. And so for me, I expect us to execute much better than that. And the handle, I kind of understand that there's some young guys out there playing, but that's no excuse. We still need to play well.
Defensively, you guys are pretty much the same team you've been most of the year, and just once again, failure to execute, tackle.
Yeah, the first deep pass, and then they do a great job stopping them, giving them 3, and then to me they played third downs really well for quite some time, and we really did nothing for them offensively, and then we throw pick 6 to compound matters, and get into the second. As we score, get 17 points, we're within a score, and you'd like to think the defense would respond and play well, but they didn't have that. That wasn't today. So.
Why do you think you said your team's practiced very well for the last few weeks? Why have they not been able to carry that out onto the field?
I think we've changed the some of the characters, some of the guys that are playing, and I think it certainly makes a difference. But I frankly, we're going to review that on Sunday and get after it again. One thing about it, this team is a great group of kids. They work hard. It'll be interesting to see. I always have a better handle on things after I see it on Sunday.
Les, you talked about getting within one score and then your defense not being able to stop them.
Yeah, and first of all, I think the Ole Miss quarterback played really well. I think he's a very, very good quarterback. I think that they counted on his runs and some of their key drives to allow them to move the football. I know we had leverage calls on those plays. I'm going to have to, again, when I see it, I'm going to have to figure it out from there. But I know that we had backer support one time, and I know we had safety support. So, I mean, it's not like they should not be just running down the field.
How disappointed that you were not able to get off the field when you offense
Well,
got you back?
it's the responsibility offensively is to start fast, and I thought defensively, minus an early throw, I thought that they did, and but at any point in time where you can steal victory, where when it was a one-score game, that's where you look at any phase, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams. There's that point in time that they have to come on and make plays, and we didn't do it today, defensively, or for that matter, offensively.
Les, you haven't ever experienced 3 straight losses as LSU's coach. How do you handle that with yourself internally and with the team?
It's not something that I enjoy in any way. It's a tough stretch, but the truth is the guys that I work with, coaches and players, they work hard, and so it's back to the drawing board. I'm gonna think that Toby Weathersby played really well at right tackle, and I'm gonna see how we can improve, and that'll be the move for as we go to Monday.
Obviously, your players care about you a great deal, and the talk about your job status is unavoidable. Did you talk about that with them this week? Did you address that?
Yeah, I have not. I have not talked to them about this.
Do you think they were affected by that early in the game with pressing? I mean, do you think they were?
No, heck no. No, I think I'm a non-factor there, and so for me, I'm gonna probably take it to them on Monday at a team meeting. But I have. It has always and will always be at LSU that it's about the team. It's not about the coach, and so that's kind of has been my how I would reflect on my position and how I would want my team to view it as well.
Les, do you feel like you're in danger of losing your job after this?
I honestly do not. I'm definitely in danger of feeling badly, and I feel that right now. So.
Have you had any conversations about changes amongst the staff? Or changes?
No. At this point in time, all that would be premature. I would guess.
But do you have any idea what happened on the fracas that any of your players what happened?
The only thing that I got was, and it was from my view, is that Leonard was over there with his helmet off. Okay, and I just want you to know something. That is a dangerous position to be in on anybody's sideline, if in fact there's something going on. The helmet's off and it is on the wrong sideline. And so I did not want my team to leave the field, our sideline to go across. I can't imagine that I could have stopped him. I mean, there's a leader of the team, and he's being worked on. Okay, so I guess the ultimate piece is that both teams were given 15-yard penalties, but one team, they had a player ejected. So it kind of, from a rough view, described why our guys went across the field. So one of them was down, and they needed to get him back. I did not see an LSU player in a throw a punch or in a fracas in that area at all, and so I think that they were more insisting that they get their teammate back, which I didn't want him to do, but frankly I can't imagine I could stop it.
Your early season success running the ball has limited your offense's ability to progress this late in the year.
It's an interesting thought. I think I think there's rhythm in offense, and I think rhythm both running and passing, and I think that it's always that mix that drives an offense extremely well, and I think it's I think we've kind of vacillated on certain runs that we like better than others, and we generally have had success. But I think our style is kind of developing some, trying to get the quarterback carry in, and some of those things. And I don't know that we've got it done just right.
Coach, your last offensive possession, or one you were on the goal line, people just look at that and say, "How are they so disorganized?" And what happened down there?
Yeah, I promise you, those plays are practiced, and it's an interesting thought, and I think that they were distracted in that position, and for whatever reason, it's a pretty simple execution. So
You were on the 1 yard line, right?
I know, yeah, we never get stopped there.
Has Brandon regressed or failed to improve over the last 3 games as far as executing the plays and running the team and getting the team?
Yeah, I don't know that regressed is exactly the spot. I think there's, I think he's a young quarterback. I think, he's really, started this season, and this is really his first time of starting and leading. And, I think there's some advantage. I think he did some things better today than he's done, but he still needs to improve. I mean, there's pieces of his game that come with any young quarterback. So if you look at the quarterback that's just leaving here, he's a junior college quarterback that had come in, spent a lot of time, throwing the ball, and really with mixed success here until, he kind of stayed his course, and now he's the all-time touchdown leader here. So, but my point is I think that development is coming, and he does some things brilliantly, and trying to make him better in other areas is kind of what we have to do.
Les, you said you addressed the team Monday about your job situation.
Well, I don't know about my job. It's whatever I know about it, absolutely.
What do you plan on telling them? What do you plan on telling them? What can you tell them about your...
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Yeah, but if you guys decided that it was a good time to do it, then so I figured, what the heck, it's going to be in the paper. I might as well try explaining it to them.
Us coaches are stubborn, I think, by nature, but do you?
Stubborn by nature.
Do you think you need to adapt offensively moving forward?
Well, I don't think there's any question. And I think we got a mobile quarterback. I think we got a guy that can throw it. And I think we can, I still think we're going to have balance, but I don't, I think I don't think there's any question that offense needs to be adapted, needs to be fixed, adjusted.
What did you say to the team after?
I can hear you, please.
What did you say to the team after the game?
I said that we were out of sync. It's not how we play. It's really not how we practice. Disappointed for all those guys that work so hard, and I said we have 1 game left, and I said we're going to play best. We're not going to repeat these mistakes again. So,
Was this a tough
Coach, that's
week for
time,
you
last one, Joe, we got time.
personally? Reports that your job.
No, I honestly have not taken those reports. I'm so busy doing my job that that's secondary in my nature. And 11 years ago when I showed up here, we won our first game, and we did it at Arizona State, and then we lost our second game, and I knew we were soon to be fired. So, what I've always done, and it's strength and weakness. I put my head down and I go to work. And I try to do the best things. And if I can get that done, we have success. If I don't, you guys will all be writing a bunch of other stuff.
Thanks, Coach.
See ya.